On a September morning in 1959, 27 young men entered the Allegrini Monastery for the first day of classes at the brand new St. Augustine Preparatory School.
It's hard to believe that that's where the first year, the freshmen, 1959, September to June. You know, you met a lot of good people who were working very hard to make a success of what eventually becomes what we know today as St. Augustine Prep.
Throughout the years, many names have been associated with the success of St. Augustine Prep. Father Allegrini, Brother Frank, Father Rosa, and the Toscani brothers. But no one may be more deserving of the title of the person who brought so much success to St. Augustine Prep than Mr. Tony Spina.
To verbalize how much he has meant to my educational career, there are not enough words in the English language. And I've been trying ever since, even if it's one class, two classes, because he looks like he's 30 years younger than he really is. I've been trying to get him to come back and teach a class or two, but I guess he likes retirement too much. But he is missed more than any one individual in the history of St. Augustine Prep.
I guess maybe about 8 years ago, 10 years ago, Father Paul Galetto called me and said, look, I'd like you to come to the school. And that's all he said. And so I said to my wife, Bernadette, I wonder what in the world's going on that he wants me to go over there. All right? And I came over and he met me and he said, look, I want to show you something. And he showed me this sign, which I thought was very moving. I mean, who would have expected anything like this? I'm not one, that's very demonstrative, and I'm deeply appreciative of what he's done, and thank him very much for the consideration that he had for me.
To me, Mr. Spina, you mean a lifelong educator. From the moments that you taught me in the classroom, to our interactions in the hallway or on the athletic fields, every time I've spoken with you, I've walked away learning more. Thank you.
When I started here in 1985, Father Rosa grabbed me in the first week of school and he told me if I wanted to figure it out, I should go watch Mr. Spina. And Father Steve never really said what it was, but he never really had to. Mr. Spina was John Houseman in The Paper Chase, he was Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society, and he was Morgan Freeman in Stand By Me. And nobody rocked a blue blazer or a bow tie like Mr. Spina. Tony, congratulations on a great night. Thank you for your dedication, your loyalty to the school, and most importantly, your example. We are all better for having known you.
This is where it all started, Mr. Spina. This is where my grandfather, Donald Healy, part of the first graduating class, St. Augustine Prep, graduated in 1963. Just from hearing stories about you, I know how much he loved you and you loved the prep.
I stand here in front of Spina Gymnasium. It makes me think about my grandfather who coached basketball here and my father who played here and was taught by you. The all should just congratulate you on your award.
Our fathers walked side by side with you in the 1980s.
So did many of our uncles.
We continue to enjoy the personalized education that you established.
Congratulations, Mr. Spina.
And here I am at 82, reflecting on some of these early classes, and I start to say, my goodness, some of these fellas are in their late 60s, and fellas that I remember as 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds have lived an extended life and have raised their families. I know we have fellas here whose grandchildren are now attending St. Augustine Prep. And these are some of the joys that I think, having been a teacher and looking back and just sort of taking delight in some of the contacts that we've had.
When I first arrived at the school, the idea of the Christian gentleman was taught to all of us, and in many respects I think that he exemplifies the Christian gentleman. Wonderful demeanor, always concerned about others, always putting others ahead of himself.
There's not a lot of words that can explain him and who he is. Greatness, a good example, a good mentor. For some of us in the student body didn't have a male figure in the house. We were very lucky to have him.
I'm here today with 4 decades of alumni who are currently employed at St. Augustine Prep, following in your footsteps. Mr. Spina, to me, you mean influence.
To me, Mr. Spina means respect.
Mr. Spina, I think of you, I think consistency. You as a teacher, you as a role model, and you now as you continue your life and model for us. Thank you.
Mr. Spina, to me, you mean passion. You brought passion to the classroom and to all of your students.
Mr. Spina, for me, you always embody one of St. Augustine's core values, caritas, love.
Mr. Spina, from my freshman year to this very day, you've always been an inspiration to me, and I hope to follow in your footsteps one day.
Congratulations, Mr. Spina, on receiving the very prestigious Mendel Medal Award. Very well deserved. I thank you for your dedication to educating the young men at St. Augustine for so long. The standard of excellence that you've set is an inspiration to me every day. Good luck, God bless, and stay well.
Hey, Tony, listen, congratulations on getting this Mendel Award. I can't think of anybody who is more deserving. One of the original figures at St. Augustine Prep School. And so I've always appreciated you, and now, you know, since I've graduated, I even love you, Tony, so, so congratulations.
Tony, congratulations. You know my feeling. Couldn't have gone to a better guy. You certainly epitomize St. Augustine Prep for me and almost everybody else that I know.
In order to offer the congratulations on behalf of the Board of Directors, as well as my own personal good wishes to you, as you are honored with the Prep's Mendel Award. You have the singular distinction of having seen the birth of the Prep more than 50 years ago, and over these years since, its continual development into a center of Catholic and Augustinian education and formation of the highest prestige. Until today, the members of the province of St. Thomas of Villanova, to thank you for your many years of service, for your great contribution, for your dedication and loyalty, your good example, and your fidelity to the principles of Augustinian education, truth, unity, and charity. May they continue to live in your heart, direct your own life, and may God's blessings be upon you always. Cent'anni.
On behalf of the Catalana family, we wanted to say our sincerest congratulations to Mr. Spina, one of the finest examples of the Christian gentleman, on this award, the Mendel Award. So thanks from us, Carmen from the class of 76.
Congratulations, Mr. Spina. Frank from the class of 78.
Mr. Spina, congratulations. Thanks for everything that you've done for our family. It's a well-deserved honor from David, class of 82.
When you look at the campus today, there's absolutely no comparison to what it was in those days. It was a lot of hard work. There was a certain amount of fun in doing it because you figured this was going to eventually lead to what would be, you know, an institution that would be of some significance in South Jersey. Not to be a cynic, but it's very much like when people die. All of a sudden the eulogies are how wonderful this person was. Now that I'm out of all of this, all of a sudden, oh, he was such a wonderful fella. Well, time does cure an awful lot.